And welcome in. It's going to be a Ruby Star day, I think. Um, I just grabbed some Ruby Star off the shelf. I added it to the shop, so hopefully we'll be able to run it from the shop as opposed to just randomly running things, and that way we'll be a little more organized, perhaps. So normally what I'll do is I'll just run. Usually I run a yard. Um, but if you need anything less than a yard, you could usually just go out into the Buy It Now and grab it. If it comes from the Buy It Now, your shipping is all going to combine. So 9.21 is the maximum shipping. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. Let's just start with some Reimagined Landscapes, see if I can get myself started here today. Get everybody warmed up. So this one is from the Reimagined Landscapes line. It's called the Avenues. Watercress is the colorway. There are multiple colorways of this. You can see there's a darker blue one back here. That might be the only one we have left. It's just the darker blue. So I'll go ahead and run this. Let me see if I can. I don't know how to make it run. How do I make it run? Let me see. Yeah, we can just run it. So I'm just gonna run. Oh no, that's not how I want to do it. Hold on. I run these as flash sales just because it's a little bit easier. Um, and so a yard is going to be, why did that come up like that? A yard is going to be $10.92. That's just how the thing runs. I don't limit per buyer. If you happen to swipe them all, you're going to get whatever's left on the bolt. But right now, I guess we'll go ahead and start the flash sale, see if anybody likes this one. It is called the Avenues. Colorway is watercress. If it's something you like, you just swipe your little thing. And if not, we go to the next one. If you do want a smaller cut, for example, if you want a half a yard, you can always go out to the Buy It Now and grab it, and it'll go ahead and apply to your free shipping that you already have. And let's see, while I was messing with that, I could not see any chat. So I don't think we had a chat. So next up, this one is the one with strawberries on it. Let's see if I can grab that one really quick. I forgot the name of it. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. It is the colorway is Bashful. How sweet. And that one should be running if anyone needs the colorway Bashful. This is for a yard. If you need a smaller amount, if you want a half yard, I can always run it. But we can also just do, you can go out and grab it in the Buy It Now. Either way is fine by me. Also, if there's any here that you're like, oh, I want like a bundle, like a special bundle put together, I'm happy to do that for you as well. But I do cap shipping, so it's $9.21 no matter how much you order. If you do order more than if you do order more than fits in a box, I go ahead and I just pay for that so that you guys can have it. So now this guy's running. If anyone needs this one's Reimagined Landscapes Land's End. Colorway on this one is Saddle, even though it looks strikingly matchy to the one called Bashful. Surprise. They like to give them fun names. So if anybody needs a yard, grab it. I might try doing a half yard to this one just to see if anybody's awake out there. I'm going to go ahead and do half yards of this one and see if anybody wants to grab a half yard. Right, crafting? I feel like that in a lot of shows I go to, though. That I'm always just like, oh, that's nice. And then I think, what am I going to make with it? But so many people have made such cute things. Oh, thank you. I think someone grabbed some of that. So sweet. Here's the same print. It's just a different colorway. So I'll go ahead and run this one. I'll do a yard if anybody wants to grab the yard. And then if you'd like, I'll go ahead and run a half yard because it looks like we might have a half yard crowd today. So this guy's running. I'm going to let it run for about 30 seconds if anybody just needs a yard. And then I'll go ahead and run it as a half yard in case anyone needs that. And then we'll also have, there's a blue colorway as well. The weather is so nice here today that I think it's like giving my allergies fits. Like I'm seeing buds on trees that I normally don't see. And I'm just like, here it comes. Like it's coming. It's coming. And then we'll just go ahead and do, this is for a half yard. So it's $5.46 for a half yard. Nap time. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best. And I usually do cut a little generous just because I'd rather be long than short in any situation. So hopefully you feel like you're getting your money's worth as well. This is also the same line, the same, I guess, print. It's just a different colorway. So this colorway is just called teal. And the fabric was called Land's End. That was like the name of the. So I'll go ahead and run a yard first. If anyone needs a yard, I'll run that. And then if anyone needs a half yard, I'll run it next. So I'll let that run for a bit and see if anybody wants that. I know these all say the condition is pre-owned good. I don't know why it came into the system like that. These are all new off the bolt. Almost everything we have is new. Those of you who do like vintage or older fabrics, we do have a show scheduled and planned for, I think it's the week after next. It might be this coming week, where we are simply selling just some fabric that we had that was either we bought it at an estate sale. We had a quilter in our club that had passed away and they wanted money for her funeral. And so we bought all of her fabric so that they'd be able to do that. Half yard is running. This is Land's End colorway teal. And so we're going to put that on Whatnot. She did have some nice fabric, by the way. She had some nice kits and those kind of things. So we're kind of excited about having those. But if you like that, go ahead and mark our shows for next week. But this is a half yard. It's Reimagine Landscapes from Ruby Star Society. Land's End. Colorway was teal. Next, this is the same colorway, but I think they gave it a different name. No, they still called it teal. We're good. So I'm going to go ahead and run the flash sale. It's 20% off our normal price. And so it's like $10.92 a yard, somewhere in that realm. And we'll go ahead and run the yard first. If anybody wants a yard, grab it. If not, I'll run half yards after that. And then let me go ahead and do half yards, see if anybody's into that. Might be able to get you. And that one should be running as well. So if you just need a half yard of Reimagine Landscapes, aerial view in teal, this is your chance to grab it. One with the strawberries. Let's see if I can grab this one. This one's teal too as well. Let's tell that. I'm going to go ahead and run a yard of that one. See if anybody wants to grab it. Then we'll do a half yard if anybody wants it. And then this one back here, I'm going to see if it's in the system. This is an older one. It was a line called Backyard. So we'll probably go ahead and run that one to see if anybody wants to grab them so that we can hopefully clear that bolt at some point. I've got nothing else that matches Backyard, just that one. So if anyone needs a half yard of this one, whoops, we'll get that running. If you want to grab a half yard. And thank you, Serena, for grabbing that yard. Didn't want you to think I didn't see it. And Amy, and yeah, we got you for that one. Another one from the line. Yay. Let's see. Where's this one at? I know the colorway is called Watercress. I remember that. Yeah, we'll do a flash sale on this guy too. So if anybody needs a yard of this one, I'm going to run the yard first. And then we will go and run the half yards in case anyone just needs a half. And it's called Seaside Daisy. See why? Daisies. I actually thought they were, you know, the weed, dandelions. I thought it was dandelion, but apparently I'm incorrect. And then if anyone needs a half yard of Seaside Daisy in the colorway Watercress, that is running now as well. I have to admit, though, the teal is my favorite colorway. It's just so good. I think they actually consider this one their blender, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll start with yards on this guy, just like we did before, and then we'll do some half yards if we have any left. And that guy's running if anyone needs a yard. The Avenue, not in teal. Apparently it's called Galaxy. They get me every time with the names. Every time. And now we've got a half yard running. So if anybody needs a half yard, that's going now. Okay, let me see if I can find this one in the system. Wouldn't that be great if it's in there? This is Backyard from Sarah Watts. Yeah, here's the selvage so you can see it. It's a little bit of an older line. And we just happen to have a bunch of these left. I don't see it in here for some reason. Let me see if it's maybe, I thought we had it. No, I guess I don't have it. Excuse me one moment. This is just going to say as seen because I don't want to do like a huge. Oops. And then there's a huge quantity in there in case you see this floating around out there. It's only because I want to use it. We might have to use it for something else. So let's go back to this guy. And we'll run him. I'm going to do him for 11 a yard. I think that's a good price for him. And these apparently I have to run as auctions because I didn't load it correctly. But if anyone needs a yard of backyard, this is running now. It's one of those ones that it was a super popular line and it sold out really quickly. And we happen to have this one bolt because it's like totally out of print. And if anybody needs a half yard of this one, I'll go ahead and run half yards. So half yard is running if anyone just needs a half yard of backyard. Okay, what is this one? This is Washi Plus. And I think they considered this one kind of a blender for Washi Plus too. Let's see if we're lucky enough to have that one set up. It's one of those things where it takes a second to find them, but it's totally worth it once you do. So I'm going to run this one by the yard first. So if anybody just needs a yard, that should be running. And it's, oh, I don't know if my glasses that are blurry or if it's blurry. Looks like a few of you grabbed it, so thank you. And then I'm going to do a half yard as well. So if anybody just needs a half, get that guy running too. And we'll give you a few seconds to swipey swipe on that if you just need a half. Okay, looks like we sold out our halves. Nice. Next up, I don't see any other washi here. I guess that might be the only one left. This was Selvage Magic. I don't know if you guys remember that one. There were 3 fabrics with it. There was one that looked like selvage. There was one that had letters on it, and then there's one that has icons on it. This is all we have left. We do not have any of the selvage left. All we have are the letters and the icons. So let's see if those happen to load. And if they did, we can go ahead and run these guys. And I don't think they did. What? That didn't load at all. So I guess we're back to using the... Well, we're doing it the old-fashioned way, folks. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Probably do yards first, just because that's easier. And I'm just going to start these at 11 a yard. I know this is kind of sold out. Not a lot of people have it, but we'll just start it kind of low. That way everybody has a chance to grab it if they want it. And it should be running now. So if anyone needs a yard of this, it is running. Okay, Yale. Yale, we got you for 1 yard. And going to go ahead and run another yard if anyone else would like it. Kelly, thank you. And another. Oh, Michelle, you're back. Hi, welcome. And we're going to do another yard in case anyone else wants to grab it. If not, we'll go to the icon one. Oops, Susie. Susie sews. And we'll go ahead and do it again, just because I know there's fabric on that bolt. And then we'll do the ones that are the little icons. Not a lot of this one left. There's only, hold on, let me count. That's 1, that's 2. Yeah, there's only 2 yards on here. So I'll just run it twice. But it's got really cute little, and they even have the pin from Trinketry on there. I'm not sure how they ended up with that, but it's got like all the different little characters. And some of these are super tiny. Like they're like 1.5 inches wide, each of the little strips. And then some of them are like a couple inches, and then some of them are like 3 inches. It's kind of cool. But I only have 2 yards of this left, so I'm just going to go ahead and run the 2. And if anybody wants to grab them, we'll send them your way. Yeah, we got you for 1. And then I'll run the 2nd yard in case anybody needs it. Michelle, we got it for you. That would be nice to have those bolts kind of cleared out. What do we have here? I believe these are catnap. I think these are all catnap. They seem like catnap. Yes, catnap. Check these. Got some Hello Alice thrown in there. Let's get out all the catnap and see if I can try to keep it together. Because I know it's more fun to buy when you can get a line. So we'll start with these guys. Yay! Let's see if any of these happen to be pre-loaded. So here is this is the Dots in Pink. This is like their blender product, I guess we'll call it. So it's the blender that went with the line. And I'll go ahead and run this guy, see if anybody wants the pink, and we'll start with it. And then we'll go through some of the other fabrics that are and then I'll go ahead and do half yard just in case somebody just needs a half. I wonder if this is easier from the computer instead of the phone. Sometimes things seem to go faster that way. I don't know why, but they do. And I'm going to do this polka dot black next just because it matches. Now, I do want to show you that on my on my bolt, it does say that it's catnap. However, the selvage says mini dots. So I don't want you to get it and think that I didn't send you the right thing, because it is part of the catnap group. So, pull it up here. Where is it? This line has so much cute fabric in it. My problem is I start switching through it, like swiping through it, and then I'm like, oh, I like that. So I'll go ahead and run this guy. Let me do 20% off of our normal like I've been doing. And I'll give you a few seconds to grab it if anybody wants it. That guy's running now. Okay. Put that one aside. Oh, this is the cutest. So these are the little cats. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. These are the blue. I had some orange ones. I don't see them here, so we may have sold out of the orange. But looks like we do still have some blues. So let me see if I can grab those out of here. We can run them. I don't think this is any faster. Interesting. So this guy's running. You are getting an hour. You're getting a yard. I will run a half yard as well in case anybody just needs the half yard. But right now we're running the yard if anybody would like it. And then we'll run the half yard after that. And I did just see the orange ones, so we do have some orange ones left. And now we're just doing a half yard. So if you just need a half yard, please grab it. Oh, Marrow's here. Hi. You missed some Reimagined Landscapes, which I actually think you probably grabbed last week, to be honest. Here we have, oh, I forgot what the name of this one is. It's catnap. I think it was called Little Luck, and the colorway was turquoise. So this guy's running. If anybody needs, I'll run the yard first. So if anybody just needs a yard, we can get you set up there. And then if you need a half a yard, I'll run that next. I just want to make sure we have yards in case people need them. So this guy's running. If anyone needs a yard of the turquoise, called a Little Luck because it's got all the little lucky things in it, like the cat. I'm not sure a boot is lucky, but the fish, the apples, the strawberries. And then I'll go ahead and do a half yard just in case anyone just needs a half. Actually, I can't do a half. We don't have any halves. Interesting. Guess we're not doing halves then. So this one is I call it a cheater. 41, 30, 11. Let me make sure. There's a couple colorways of this, and I want to make sure I pick the right colorway. I think this might be the natural because they like to call it natural. It's called Hexagon. I know that. And let me look at the end of that one again, make sure I get the right item. It's colorway 11. Like, that is picky. Oh, I don't have a colorway 11. That's really, really odd. That's really odd. So I'll just have to run this as like a regular instead of using my little pre-done ones. Watch this. And we'll just do it for 11 a yard because that's what I have in there. Shannon, yeah. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and run this one as like a regular auction because apparently I didn't preload this one. So I'm just going to run it. This is going to be the price for a yard. It's 11. If anyone wants to grab it, please do. In the meantime, I'll get the black dots back out and we'll see if we can find those again. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and run that one again in case anyone else needs it. Oh, Katie, I'm so glad to see you. So in all fairness, I got to tell everybody, I messed up on KT's order. So I am so glad that you came back. I appreciate it. We do have another yard of this, so I'm going to go ahead and run it again just in case anybody else wants to grab it. So I appreciate you giving me another shot. Okay, got that one. This one, is that catnap? It is. So this one, I don't know if you could see, these are kind of a, at first I thought they were kind of a neon color. They're not, but they kind of look like it at first. But this is one I think they kind of called a blender as well. But let me get that one pulled up and we will get it going as well. Oh, you know what? Let me change my mind. We're going to do the dots because somebody asked for the dots. And I have a short attention span in case you haven't figured that out, which is probably why Whatnot's the place for me. So this guy's running if anybody wants to grab any of the dots. I don't have any half yard cuts of the dots. It looks like all I have are yards. So we're just going to run the yards. And it looks like Shannon grabbed them. So thank you. Awesome sauce. Now we're back to this one. I need a taller thing so you can't see my production value in the background, aka. Oh, Don, thank you for the share. I think I actually loaded some giveaways. Since you did a giveaway, or since you did a share, Don, I'm going to run a giveaway. And let me see what I can grab. Because we had some cool giveaways in another show, and I had some left. So let's continue with the fun. You hear me digging? I'm digging. And maybe we'll just do some giveaways today because I haven't done giveaways for a long time. I usually just send everybody a little gift, and I'll probably do that too. But, you know. Let's do this. I'm going to run this as a giveaway. It's just a follower giveaway. It'll go for about 5 minutes. And these are some pre-round bobbins from Everzone. I don't know if you've heard of Everzone, but they used to have some really great sewing machines, and I don't know what happened to them. But um, they're really good bobbins, and sometimes I'm lazy and I just want a pre-round bobbin. So that giveaway's running. Go ahead and jump in, guys. It's just a follower giveaway, so anybody can get in there, and it might even help you with some shipping here in a little bit, in case you decide you want to buy something. MSM, we do. I have some solid colors. And then I also have, I think I only have one webbing thing left that was like a Ruby Star webbing. And I can always go grab that and see if it's something you're looking for. But the other, I don't have a lot because we don't do a lot of bag selling here. I probably should, but we don't. So let me get this guy running while that Gibby's running. So please, guys, go and jump in there. Like I said, cost you nothing, and you could get some pre-round bobbins, and maybe even some help toward some shipping. So this guy's running. It's a yard per yard, and it looks like there's 4 yards left, and it's just like $10 some odd cents a yard. It says it's cream. I think I might have called it white when I was talking to you guys. My eyesight's not what it used to be. And then I'm just going to go ahead and run. It looks like there's a couple half yards of this one available, so I'm going to go ahead and run those as well. So if anybody just needs a half yard. Oh, T-Dazzle, is it not? It did. It ran as a buyer. Well. I think I might go ahead and draw it after this is over. I'm going to go ahead and draw it since it was a buyer. I didn't mean to run it as a buyer. There's only 3 of you in there. We're just going to draw it, and then I'm going to do it again as a... See, Carol. Carol Hill, you did that. And then let me run it what I meant to do. I meant to run it as a follower. So thank you for letting me know. There it goes. It's for these. So jump in. Oops. Now we have this one. It looks like birds. I can tell my allergies are just killing me. It got warm and everything just budded out, and I am not made for this kind of weather. Let's see. Here we have this guy. He is the birds. The colorway on this is called Smoke. For those of you that I'm bribing to follow me, please follow and enter that giveaway drawing. But this guy's running now. If anybody wants to grab a yard of the catnap birds, colorway is Smoke. And then I will run half yards in case anyone just needs half yards. Fabric Fix. My Lucky Charm is here. You need to wake Bruiser up. I am late today, and I'm probably not going to stay on for a super long amount of time, but yeah. And it is so hot in here. Oh, no, Macy, you didn't. Wait, geometry. Oh, I have the pre-cuts. And I don't know where the yardage is. I know we had some. I have a lot of Calathea, too. Half yard of this is running. If anyone just needs a half yard. Looks like we have a half yard left if anyone needs it. Actually, I can do these 2 catnaps that are left laying here. I have some more catnap. This isn't it. This is the catnap that's the cool orange tigers that everybody likes. Let me get a little closer so you guys don't have to look at my... And I'll go ahead and run this one. There's not a lot of this one left. I think we can only do yards. But if anybody needs the traditional looking little tigers, we can do that. And then I'll grab... I don't know how many geometry pre-cuts we have left. Okay. So we got that one. And then this is the one that we had earlier. It's called Moonflower. And we had I think they called it cream. And this is just the other version of it. The darker, I'm going to call it blue, but I'm sure they have a fancy name for it. It's smoke. See? They get me every time with the names. Nap time. So have you ever done, since no one else is chiming in, have you ever done one called Plaidish? It's a free pattern. And it's like for light, medium, dark, if you have enough scraps to run it that way. So this is yard. If anyone needs a yard, I'll also do a half yard in case anyone just needs a half. But it's a free pattern. You just Google Plaidish, Plaidish. Oh my gosh. I made one I used Kaffe just because I have a Kaffe problem. But it's a really good pattern. And it's just like I don't know. It just feels easy. I don't know. And it looks really cool when you're done, and it looks like it was super complicated, and it's not that complicated. Tea-Dazzle, we have some trinketry, but I don't have enough to sell it here. We're almost out. Like, we have less than a yard of most fabrics. So I do have some pre-cuts of trinketry, but that's all I really have. And we have some more coming. It's on order, but we can do, here's a geometry layer cake. No, we're out of the flamingo hearts, and we couldn't even reorder it. Oh, picking a winner. Jackson's Grammy. Bobbins for you, ma'am. That was fun. I love giveies. Let me see if I can find this geometry. Maybe I'm lucky, and it's in the system. Of course, it's not. Plaidish, Plai. Yeah, Fabric Fix. You said it right. You said it right. Since I don't have this one entered, we're going to start this guy at 36. And let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and run it auction style for the geometry layer cake. I do have 2 of these, so I'll run it twice if anyone grabs the first one. So if anyone needs it, please grab it. If not, we have other things we can look at. And I know we have fabric for this. I just know we do. And a second one of these is running if anyone would like it. Awesome, Carol. We'll send that to you. And then I know we have, I swear we have yardage. I think it's out on the floor and I can go out there and I can go get it. But I'm going to unload this stuff first. More catnap. Lucky in blue. I don't see it on the cart. Yeah, the only... Oh, we do, actually. I ran it earlier, I think. Well, it's the catnap one called Lucky. Is that what you were looking for? This one? Yay, we got a raid. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, look at all those emojis. Oh, you guys are fun. Hey, I'm bribing you. Follow me. I'll do we're doing a giveaway. Everybody jump in there. It's just a followers giveaway, and you're going to get this set of pre-round bobbins from Everstone. There's 10 pre-round, 5 white, 5 black. And there you go. So follow me, follow me. What does it say on the website? It says good luck. I think that's it. Cat nap. I have one called Luck. And that's this one, I think. A Little Luck. I've got it in green and blue. Is that... Since I got it back out, I'll go ahead and run it. But if anybody needs a yard, I'll go ahead and run that now. If you need a yard, just grab it. I'll also do some half yards. So if anybody needs a half yard of it, we could do that as well. For those of you who just wandered in and you haven't met me yet, I'm Amy. We're Community Quilters. We're a nonprofit organization in Missouri. We make comfort products to give away, mostly to police stations, the Children's Hospital, domestic violence shelter, those kind of people. And so the money that we make here actually goes to that. Let me run the half yards of this, make sure I don't miss anybody, and then we will go to... Actually, I can't do half yards. That's interesting. There is a green. I don't have it back here for some reason. So I'm not sure where the green is. But it's like a really light green, and it says we have it in stock. I just must not have grabbed it. So bizarre. But we can... Oh, it's right here. That's why. Here's green. Why do you guys ever listen to me? Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm a little off today with the allergy situation, so I'll blame it on that. Those of you who haven't gotten in the giveaway, there's only 12 of you in there, and it looks like there's 33 in the room so follow, join, blah, blah. Okay, so if anyone needs a yard of the green, and it's called A Little Luck, from our friends at Ruby Star from the Catnap line, they're calling the colorway Chartreuse. But I also run half yard, so if anyone just needs a half, we can do that as well. Yeah, I'm like, I swear my life today has been making that face, that ugh face. And it looks like we just have a half yard of this one left. But if anybody needs a half yard, please grab it. And then we will move on to the next. I'm pretty sure this is catnap, right? Yes. And in case I haven't teased you with the selvage, A Stitch in Time Saves 9 is on the selvages for this line. This particular one has a blue selvage, but usually the selvages are like random colors. You guys have a minute to get into the drawing, so don't forget to jump in there. Let me see if I can find this guy. We've got it in green. Looks like we've got it in... Are they calling this the colorway Sprouts? I think they are. I think this is called Sprouts. Even though I would think Sprouts... Would you not think Sprouts would be blue? Or, I'm sorry, green? I would think it would have been. But this one Oh no, the pattern sprouts. This colorway is smoke. Sorry. I told y'all I was slow today. Just deep breath. This guy's Reading. If you need a yard, it's Reading. I'll do a half yard as well. Now that I know it's smoke. And the pattern is called Sprouts. See the little flowers? That's why it's called Sprouts. Yeah, Kim, you have to. Katie can probably vouch for that as well. Um, Let's go ahead and do half yards in case anyone just needs half. Ooh, crafting stargazer. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And that means you can buy something because I tried to help you with the shipping. What am I doing? Okay, let's do the green because it's right here. I'm sure this colorway is something like verdant or something because that's always what they do. It is. It's verdant. Oh, I guessed it right. Who am I guessing stuff right? If anyone needs a yard of the verdant, which as common folks call green, that is running now as well. Oh, you unlocked a tier. So I do participate in the loyalty program on Whatnot. So if there's anything that you guys see that you're like, oh, it's like, something cool in the buy it now. Like I do have a couple, I think I put a couple of digital quilt tops in there that are, like the sample quilt tops that we get that we didn't make. And we're running a yard, or I'm sorry, this is a half yard. Kind, you just want a fat quarter? I think I could do it. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I can do a fat quarter. It's coming up. Oh, you'll take the half? Here. Did you grab it for the half? Yes, you must have because I don't see it anymore. You'll be happy you have a half. Trust me. Here are the birds again. Except these birds are not in the colorway smoke. These are in the colorway natural because the background is white. So we'll go ahead and run this little guy. So this is running if anyone needs the catnap birds in the colorway of Au Natural. And then I'll also do a half yard of these as well in case anybody just needs a half. And half yard is running, or it should be, if anyone just needs the half. So these next three are all the same pattern, just different colorways. So we've got this one that's like a black background. I've got this one that's I'm going to call it cinnamon. And then this one's the natural, and the little apples in it are really cool shade of green. So let me see if they actually called it apples like I think they should have. And they did. Ooh, the one I called cinnamon is actually, the colorway is pistachio. Interesting. And it's only giving me one colorway. What? They're saying this one is called pistachio. Is it because of the color of the apples? I bet it is. So we'll run this guy first just because it's in the system that way. So 1 yard, if anybody needs it. I should be running here in just a second. There it's going. Colorway pistachio, even though the background is what I'd call their color natural. And then I'll also run these in half yards if you guys just need a half. There you go. Half yards running if you need that. And these other ones, for some reason, aren't coming up preloaded. So we'll just have to make it. We'll just have to make it work. I think. Have to go back to the old-fashioned way. Did you hear that? That was pistachio falling on the floor, by the way. So since I have to load this, I can't do like odd numbers. I have to do like even numbers. That's why I like running them from the listing thing, but that's okay. So we're just going to run this one. This is the apple. This colorway, the apples are like white and then it's like a black background. So I'm going to run yards first. So if anybody needs a yard, this is going to run as a regular auction. Obviously we have plenty of fabric, so you don't need to like bid each other up or anything, but if you need a yard, it's running now. And then if you need a half yard, that is running now as well if you just need the half. Kind love, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and run the half yard again, just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And then we'll do the last color, which are blue apples, of all things, with what I would call a cinnamon colored background. So same thing here. 1 yard is running. Anyone needs a yard, and then I'll also do half yards too. And then I do have Calathea back here. I don't know if anybody would rather see Calathea, or I could go out and grab some of the, see if I can find the geometric one, the geometry, sorry. Half yard is running of this one. If anyone just needs a half, it should be running. Or not. Now it is. Now it is. Thank you, kind love, for being patient. Awesome sauce. If not, I do have a few Hello Alice's left. So we can go through those really quick. Not a lot of Hello Alice, but there's some. I don't know if we do Macy. Actually, I need to look. I should be able to look that up. Hold on just a second. Geometry jelly rolls. Whoops. We do not have any. It looks like we have some mini charms left, and then the layer cakes we just sold. So that's all we have. And it looks like for yardage, we only have the one called chambray. It was like tiles looking stuff. And then some that had little humps on it. That's all the yardage we have left. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 different yardages left. But I'm sure we can grab those. But no, it doesn't look like I have any jelly rolls. So I'm going to go ahead and start this one. Let's see if I can find. So you guys probably know Hello Alice has a panel with it. Let's see if we have the panels listed. Yes. We have 7 panels left. So if anybody would like to grab one of these panels, we're going to go ahead and run those. And it's this panel that's got the king and the, I was hoping it would show you a picture on the, flash the birds again. Yeah, I sure can. So if anyone needs the panel, that one's running. We'll get that one done first. And then I'll go ahead and do these birds so you don't have to wait too long. And these obviously only come in yard cuts because they're panels. Cat. It's a good fabric. I'm going to set them up here again just so that we can. The panel did not come in a fat quarter bundle. The panel did come as a quilt kit, which I do have some of. If anybody's interested, I'm going to go ahead and run this one though for Shannon. Anybody else can grab it too. It's just a yard of the natural birds. So if anybody needed it, you could grab it. There is a quilt kit. You can see it in the buy it now. Yeah, I can rerun it as long as we still have some left. And as you can imagine, the quilt kit's kind of pricey. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I can probably look it up though. And the panel does come in the quilt kit. The quilt kit's $130. It makes 70 by 78. And I actually have. Oh, Shannon, you need 4 yards of the birds? Well, we'll fix that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and rerun this panel. Let you guys grab it. And then Shannon, I might just do like a quick, like a 3-yard listing. And that way you can just get it all in one purchase. So panels are running again. Sorry, this picture doesn't let me show you all the little pieces on the panel, but you'll be glad you guys grabbed this because the panels are getting in super short supply. So. Shannon, let me see the birds. Will it let me? You should be able to swipe and get multiple yards. So, oh, it won't let me run it as a. So Shannon, you should be able to swipe and grab multiple yards. So you might have to do that here. Let me know if it works. So that you can get what you need. Did it give it to you? I don't think it did. I'll run it again just to make sure you can grab it. I think you did get it, right? I think you did. I'll put a note on this. Make sure you get 4. You got it. Okay, good. So next up, another Hello Alice. 1, 2, 3. I don't know the name of this one, but I've got two colorways. So this one that I see here anyway, we've got a little bit of the natural left, and then we've got a little bit of the pink left. So we also have a few of they were like little caterpillars. There was one in pink. There was one we had that had like cards on it. Is that this one? The Chatty Garden. What a cute name. So this one, the colorway is Lipstick. And it's called Chatty Garden. It looks darker on the screen than in the picture, but that's it. It matches the code on it. So gotta be it. And I can run the quilt kit if anybody wants to see it. We actually have a sample out there too. And I'm happy to do the discount off the quilt kit too, if anybody needs it. Or I can just show it to you because it's cool. This one, I don't have anything smaller than yards. So here's the natural one. Let's see what they called it. Oh, I'm sorry. They called it shell. It's not natural. And so this guy, we'll get him running. If anybody needs a yard, we're going to start with the yard. And it looks like I don't have anything smaller than a yard on that guy. So and then when this guy runs out, we're going to look at some falling aces. I didn't want to like this fabric, but it turns out I love this fabric. Falling Aces, it's a little darker, or at least what's showing on my screen, it's a little darker than that. But it's just the little Falling Aces pattern. The color is called Purple Velvet, but it's just dark purple. It's just a very dark shade of purple. And that guy's running. I will do yards on this one. Let's see, and I can do half yard as well. So we'll go ahead and start with the yards. And then I'll run a couple half yards if anybody wants those. But for those of you who have been triggering the or just tripped the Patch Pal, you do get a discount off of your next purchase. So the next item that you buy, you will get a discount for it. You do have to activate it though, so you have to go up and click that little crown in the corner and click redeem, and that way it'll add to the next one. And if you want something like a quilt kit, that's actually a really good time to use your coupon. So this is a half yard running if anyone just needs a half. And then this is the one with the cute little bunnies. And I'm not sure what this colorway is called. Do I have the bunnies? This is the right color. It's just pink. So there's a pink and a vintage pink. This one is just the pink, not the vintage pink. It says vintage pink in this description, but it is not. It is just pink. So let me fix that so that when you get it, you're not like, why is this so light? The vintage pink, strangely, is the brighter color. And let's run this one. So if anyone needs a yard of the pink, and this is like a light, I actually think it's more of a peach, but they're calling it pink. And I don't have this in any smaller cuts, so we're going to have to. Okay. And then these are the most darling little caterpillars. Oh, they're so cute. I think these were at the top of the list. Yes. So these are the colorway berry. It is for 1 yard, and it's called caterpillars. Surprise. And I think I have these, and we can do these in half yards as well. So I'll run the yards first if anyone wants to grab them. And then we will go and do, it looks like there's a yard or a half yard that we can run as well. So we'll run the half yard if anyone just needs a half. Awesome. And then I think this is the last one I have. The rest of them I have here are Calathea, but I can go out front and see what else I can find. So this is, not sure what it's called. Let's see if I can find it. Ooh, this is called Violets, and the colorway is Lipstick. So we can go ahead and run this guy if anyone needs this. It's just little violets. Looks like we have a yard left of it, and that's it. Nice. And then I'm going to cover the screen for just a second so we can go out and look at that quilt kit so you can see what the quilt kit looks like, and then I'll run it to see if anybody wants it. Do we have two? We have two. So we have two quilt kits left. This is the quilt that it makes. Hopefully you can kind of see what's happening there. This is the quilt that it makes. It does not include the backing. There is some needle turn embroidery on it. And there's instructions for how to do it inside the box. I just used speckled as backing, but the backing is not included. You'll have to buy it separately. But here's what the quilt looks like when it's done. This one's done and quilted. And then it also comes in a full box. So you'll get the box with it. Let me see if I can grab that guy. I should have grabbed it while we were talking about it. That way you could have been looking at the description while I was doing it. But I'll go ahead and run it as a flash sale, and I'll do the discount on it. So if anybody would like it. And like I said, we've got two of them, I believe it says on there. So if you guys grab it, great. If not, we can go look at some other fabric. But I actually pieced this one. Yeah, I actually pieced this one. I'll show you another one that I pieced. But I didn't do so great. I did not do so great. Oh, Jeannie, yay! Okay. I'm so excited. So I'll tell on myself a little bit. So those of you who are familiar with In the Beginning fabrics, you know, they always have these weird, I guess they're not that weird, but they're like AI designed quilts. And this is the steampunk one that Jason Yenter put out not too long ago. So I made the quilt top, and I'm sure if any of you have seen the pattern, you could probably see where I made mistakes, but it took me forever to put this thing together, and it's enormous, like enormous. But it is kind of nice that someone has a quilt kit that has like enough to make one for a big bed. But I thought it was kind of cool. So let's look at some Ruby Star over here and see if there's anything. I must have missed some colors. And I don't see where geometry went. See, I did miss some colors. I'm going to try not to destroy the whole place, trying to pull things out. And I can't stand out here very long because, oh, is this the lucky somebody was looking for? Oh, lucky, lucky. Boom. Boom. Sorry, I get excited. I just start walking. But I don't know why I don't see geometry. I don't know where it's at. And if you guys are like, oh, I'm drunk and I want a ton of strawberries, guess what? Hmm. Oh, I need that. Yes, those. Oh man, I wasn't looking at the screen. Was it the Lucky Lucky? Because I can pull it real quick. I don't know if it's loaded, but I can always run it. It doesn't look like it is. But I'm happy to run you some Lucky Lucky. This is Lucky Lucky. And I hope I don't make anybody sick with my movements, but I love the fish. Love the fish. Now, it looks like we don't have a lot of Lucky Lucky left. I thought we had more. But we have these. And let me check and make sure. No, that's not it. Okay. Well, we're going to run these the old-fashioned way. Probably can't see anything because of the way I'm holding the thing. I'll just start out by yard. How's that? We'll just go by the yard. We'll start with this guy. It's like a pink. We've got pigs. We've got... Actually, this might be better. So you can actually see what's happening. And we'll just go by the yard. So if anybody needs a yard. It's 11 for the yard. Sorry, Noble. Probably wanted to know that, right? 11 for the yard. Jeannie, we got you for a yard. And I can rerun. It looks like I have enough on there to run it again. So I'll run that pink one again. And it appears I have enough to do one more. So I'm going to go ahead and do one more. I can run best day ever. Yeah. And KT, we got you for a yard. So that's 3. And it looks like that might clear this bolt. So we're going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to pull the next one. So the one that you just saw was pink. This next one has, if you're afraid of serpents, this one has a lot of snakes and butterflies on it. And it is like more like a mauve-y pink. The other one was like a pink. But I'll go ahead and run a yard of this one if anyone needs a yard. And there's a couple yards on here, so if it sells, we can run another. So we get a yard for Katie, thank you. And another yard's running. Tomorrow, and then we'll do a third yard, just because it looks like I have it. So we'll do it. And Michelle, you ended up with the third one. Nice. And then There's two more Lucky Luckies. There's this one with the black butterflies, and then there's this one that resembles the pink one we had, except this one is like a bluish color, like a teal maybe. Not quite a Tiffany, but I'll run that one if anyone needs a yard. And then we can pull out some of the best day ever. Katie, thank you. Another yard is running if anyone else needs it. If not, we'll go to the butterflies. Jeannie, thank you. And final yard's running if anyone needs it. Okay, Katie, we got you for two of that one. Sweet. And then we've got the black butterflies. So here's the black butterflies. And that's running if anyone needs a yard. Katie, we got you for a yard. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. I hope I'm not making anybody seasick. Katie, we got you for two. And I'm going to run it one more time just to make sure we don't leave anybody, no crafters left behind. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Let me get that labeled so that we can get it cut for everybody. And then I do want to show you one that's like, I'm not going to call it super old because it's not. Do you guys remember the line Juicy? Like no one has it anymore, but we still have this one. And it's just so cute. The little selvage is so cute on it. The turquoise. Oh, this one? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and run Juicy first just because I got it out and I like it. So maybe you guys will like it too. I'm going to run another yard just because I have it, and then I'll grab the turquoise strawberry one. Tomorrow. Let me see if I might have the strawberry preloaded. Could I? Who knows? Who knows? Of course not. Why would I do that? It's only my favorite line. I don't know why I wouldn't have it preloaded. Might be the colorway. Because I see them in here. I just don't see this colorway in there. Okay, well, without further ado, to me, this looks like a denim teal. Do you see how it's got a little dark and light in it? And it is strawberry. It's not Strawberry and Friends. Somebody asked me if it was Strawberry and Friends. It is not. It's just strawberry. But we'll go ahead and run this a yard. It's just 11 if you want it. Grab it. And I'll run another yard because we have it on the bowl. We've got probably 3 yards here. So, KT, I'm going to run another yard if KT wants it or if someone else would like it. And Michelle, you got the other yard. I will run it one more time just to make sure because there's 3 here. Katie will get you for 2 then. Let me get this marked. And I think I'm going to have to grab some of these and take them to the back where I have a plug-in for my phone. Because the phone is giving me fits today. Morrow, yeah. Do you want another one? Let me count it though, just to make sure. 1, 2. Actually, I don't think I do. Now that I said that, it's pretty close. So I'm gonna cut it off at that. Well, what I can do, I think it's probably about 3/4 of a yard left on there. I can run it for like, oh, I don't know, $7. And you can grab it, and then I'll just give you what's left on the bolt. It looks like it's going to be at least 3/4, but I don't think it's going to be a full yard. But happy to run it and see if you. I'll just go ahead and put it in the screen now. I know what we're talking about in case we get there. But if you want to grab it, I'll be happy to give you what's left. And like I said, it might be. I know it's at least 3/4. I can tell by the way it's rolled, but I don't know if it's quite a yard. So, but we'll get you that. Hopefully, it'll be enough for what you need. Whoops, I just dropped a pen. Somebody asked for best day ever, right? Was that the next one? Does anybody remember? Was that where we were? I do not have the panel from Best Day Ever. That one is sold out. However, I do believe we have, and I'll just kind of show you what we have here. And we have the typewriters. We have like the one, I thought this was a panel. It's not. It's just like fabric. Um, and then we have like the ice cream cones, the flowers. This one has hearts as well. Not as popular as the other hearts, but hearts. So if anybody wants me to run these, I can always run through them. I still can't figure out where the geometry went. I just don't know. Hearts on Natural. I'm old folks, so I have to sit down. Orange with a butterfly. Do I have orange with a butterfly? Oh, it could be this. I'll just show you these and make sure you guys are getting what you're looking for. I think this is the Hearts on Natural. Let me see if any of this pulls up as preloads. That might make it a little faster, but not much. Actually, are they calling this? This might not be on Natural. This might be called Peach. All the way 18. They might be calling this peach. Let me look at it. It is. They're calling this peach. So I do not have one on natural. I don't even know if it came on natural, but this is peach, not natural. And I don't see a natural there. So I'll go ahead and run this in case you'd like to grab it. But just so you know, it is called peach. So I'll run it for a few seconds and see if anybody wants to grab it. But it is for a yard, so. It looks like natural. I thought it was at first too, because like here, this is the ice cube cones on natural, and you can kind of see it's a little different. And then set this aside, and then I think somebody might have been looking at either this one, and this is the one that I think is a panel, but it's not. It's just a repeating print of fabric, and I think you may have seen this butterfly moth thing. Might have been what you saw. So we've got this colorway, and we've also got it in blue. So let me see if I can find these in here. Forgot what these were called. But don't they look like panels? I think they look like panels. So it looks like we've got Posy. This colorway is called Posy, and this colorway is called Teal. Teal's on top, so I'm going to run it first. Let me do the flash sale so that you guys get a little bit off the price, just to make it worth it to sit through my exciting show. So you're going to get a yard. And why did it only run? Did it only run one? Hold on, let me see. We may have only had one. Yeah, we do. We only had one left. I guess we'll move on to Posy. We seem to have more of the Posy for some reason. Here's the one called Posy. It's kind of orange. They probably called it pink. I called it orange. Let me put this in here and get that thing running. And then we will probably have to go charge my phone at some point. So that's good. So this is running. If anybody needs the colorway Posy. Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me sell it, which tells me that it must have sold like online or somewhere else, and that's why it won't let me run it. So, unfortunately, that's where we are right now. Hopefully, we'll get to a point where we can update it and make sure that it's what, because we don't want to oversell things. It's terrible. Um, let's see. I'm gonna look something up real quick. So if you see me like running kind of weird, um, yeah, it's saying that. Okay. So we have the ice cream. This one, I'm going to look up the name, but I'm pretty sure it's like a natural color. This one is a yellow, obviously. We have a few in pink. And we have teal. Teal is probably the most popular color. So let me see if I can find those. I don't think there's a lot of teal left on there. And I'm sure they didn't call it teal. run this one first just because I know it's the more popular colorway. And there isn't much of it left. So we'll run this one first. That one should be running. There's only a yard of it left, so if you want it, you probably want to grab it. White small print. Yes, I'm sure we do. So this line has this one, which is like an off-white with white on it. And then we have a whole color wall, like a solid wall back there. That's probably going to have just about anything. We can find it. We'll find you some. So this is the pink colorway of the ice cream cones. We'll go ahead and run that. It looks like there's a little more of this one than there was of the blue, so that's good. And then we've got the yellow. I'll have some of the yellow, Clark. For those of you old enough to know that movie. And now metallic golden is running if anyone needs it in metallic golden. And you can see the little shiny stars. And then we have this guy. They called it metallic natural. Metallic natural is running. If anyone needs the last yard of it. Yeah, because we only have 1 yard left on the bolts. So that's why it's only letting us run a yard. Yeah, it's our inventory system. Some of these things need updated so badly. Because I'm almost positive we have more of some of those things, but actually somebody was looking for some white on white just a second ago. And I'm over here on the Andover wall because I love Andover. Oh no. Okay. I thought we ran out of that. But maybe we didn't. And they just have some cool, and these are all listed in the buy it now too, I think. But I thought we might find a nice white on white for the person looking for that. And if any of you like butterflies, these are the best. Like, see the monarch? It looks so good on the black. I mean, it's good on the white too, but it looks so good on the black. And if anybody's interested in these, just shout out. I don't want to waste anybody's time. But I do have to get off here in 10 minutes. So I want to make sure, and hopefully I don't get cut off from my battery dying. Because I feel like that's going to happen at any moment. Wait, is this? So this is actually speckled. It's not white on white, obviously. But it's got like cool colors in it. Here's one that's like an off-white, like almost a tan. If you're looking for like more white, this is our grunge section. And there is a really great, this is like our best-selling grunge. It has been through like a million reorders. This one, and I know I don't have a listing for it. I'm pretty sure I don't. But isn't this great? I love this one. Let me make sure it's not in there. Cool. Okay. I'm slow. I'm sorry. I'm slow. And I'll just run it by the yard. There's looks like there's 3 yards left on here, so I don't know if you want them all or no, but I'll just do them for the 11 a yard. And if you want them, grab them. If you don't, I understand too. So this guy's running. I will run it 2 more times just because there's 3 yards on here. So, and Jeannie got 1 of the yards. We'll run a 2nd yard. That's Katie. And then here's the 3rd one, if anybody wants the last yard. Okay, Katie, we got you for 2. I have got to go charge this phone. It's giving me all kinds of fits and warnings and stuff. So let me get to where I can charge. Oh, this is something I wanted to. Oh, it's not there anymore. Oh no. Never mind. Never mind. It's not there. Let me find the charger back here. It's yelling at me. I had this happen before where my battery died and it literally just like kicks me out of my own show. And then you guys will be standing there like, hello, where'd she go? I just found this. It does, it drains your battery so fast. Like wicked fast. I'm kind of stuck in the back now for the last few minutes. Because I can't go out front. It's the battery trying to die on me. I have 1 Trinketry jelly roll left. Just 1. This is what my life has come into. And I don't even know if it loaded. It doesn't look like it did. Let's see if we can find it. Could we get lucky and it's loaded? No. So we will just run it. We'll run there's only the 1 jelly roll. That's all I have left. And then if anybody is interested in the layer cake, I'm happy to run it as well. But I do have a lot of other collections actually. So let's run this jelly roll just because somebody asked for jelly rolls. I'll go ahead and run that guy. It is running generic because apparently I did not preload it. So welcome to my world. So if anybody does want a Trinketry jelly roll, it's running for 36. And then I'll do the same thing with the layer cake here. And it's the same price as well. It's 36. Normally these are 48 in the store. I do not have a strawberry jelly roll. Strangely, I have a strawberry mini charm, of all things. And I think I only have 1 left. Yeah, I can do it again. So that went to, is it Rhea? I hope I said that correctly. And here's this one. So I'll run this again. So if anybody wants to grab that jelly, or that jelly roll. It's the last one I have. I'm sure there are a million of them out in the universe, but it is the last one I have. Tomorrow, that's coming to you. I'm pretty sure I have more of these. And like I said, I had to plug my phone in. So, yeah, Michelle, I can. I just have to go out and grab them. So you might have to sit here in silence for a minute while I run out and grab them. Just because I let my phone battery die. Hold this for a minute. You can stare at this pretty mini charm pack. I'll run it when I get back and see if I can find some more because I'm pretty sure we have more of those. I can't imagine we don't have more of those. Sorry, just had to check a box before I go. Okay, you guys will talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back with some best day ever. Okay, not finding any more strawberry mini charms, so that could be our last one. I grabbed all the best day ever, so thank you for entertaining yourselves while I was doing that. Hopefully I don't just... So here's all the best day ever that we have left. Hopefully you see something there that you might be interested in. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and run this mini charm. This is the last one that I have. Definitely not the last one in the universe, but the last one that I have. And I'm just going to run it for $4. Let me hold it where you can actually see what you're bidding on. So if anybody wants it, please grab it. I think they're normally $6, but she's the lone, she's our lone survivor. So Katie, coming your way. Okay. Is there a nice way I can do this? I don't know. Let's look at some best day. See if I can find you guys some matchy-matchy before I have to split. Best day ever turquoise. Here we go. This one is called Diamond Flowers, obviously. And this is the colorway dark turquoise. So I'll go ahead and run it as a flash sale so you guys can get a little bit of discount on it. And that guy's running. If anyone needs a yard, that's going now. I'll also do half yards on this one. I think we have like 1 half yard I can grab. So if anybody wants it, it's your time to shine. And then I'll go ahead and do half yards just in case anybody just needs a half. Yeah, it looks like it's only let me do 1/2 yard. Thank you for the share, Stacy. Matter of fact, since you guys are hanging out with me while I'm doing all of this, let's go ahead and do another followers giveaway. Another thing of these pre-wound bobbins. I know the show's almost over, so oh, Stacy? Okay, I guess Stacy got it. I don't know what I just did. But it says Stacy 0001, so I guess you did. I guess Stacy's fast. I don't know what just happened. I think I clicked the button that said end giveaway, so I started it again. It's for the same thing. It's for the things. I just accidentally hit draw winner. So, Stacy, it's coming your way, sweetie. However, it's running again for those of you who aren't lightning fast, like Stacy. Oh God. Oh, is it the best day? I don't know. But this guy came up next on my list. So this is Diamond Flowers. And guess what? The colorway is Flamingo. Flamingo. Yard of this is running in case anyone needs it. Yeah, crafting. I'm a dumbass. And I just clicked draw winner. I thought I was clicking like start or something, and instead I clicked draw winner. So welcome. If anyone can screw things up, it's me. I'll figure out a way. As my dad used to say, you could tear up an iron-wheeled tank. My dad used to tell me that. So half yard of this pink is running. If anyone just needs a half yard. And then we'll get to the typewriter since someone said they like the typewriters. We'll do it next. And I do not have the panel anymore, so I hope you weren't looking for the panel. We are sold out on the panel. But hopefully we can have the yardage with the typewriters on it just as good. Just saying. Here, natural. This one's natural. So here we have natural typewriters. We also have them in pink, which is down here. I hope you guys can see it. You can tell the typewriters are a little different colors on each of them. And then this one down here is like the peachy one. So notice the typewriters here are like a green and blue and pink and red. And this one, there's no like pink and red on it. But we'll go ahead and run this guy, if I can find him. He's got to be in here. I saw him. I saw him. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, typewriter? Pretty sure I saw typewriter. I'm sure you can hear me scrolling frantically. There's that one. There she is. There she blows. So a yard of natural typewriters is running if anyone needs it. Swipey swipe. And we'll go through the other colors as well. So and then we'll do half yards of this just in case someone just needs a half yard. So half yard's running, just $5.46 for the half yard. And then you guys, if you have coupons, so the reason I like to run yards is because the way that coupons are set up, you have to have like a minimum purchase to use the coupon. And a half yard doesn't get you to that minimum to use the coupon. It's crazy. So That's why I usually do yards, is because it gets you to the dollar amount that you can use the coupon. And let's find the other colorways of typewriters. Hopefully they're in here. It's the pink looking one, and it's called Posy. And there's not very much of this left. Hold on, let me check this one. We might be off on our... There is only a yard left of the Posy. And this is the pink typewriter. So, that's got to be Posy. So we'll run this guy if anybody wants to grab him. Like I said, there's just one. Oh, drawing a winner. Winner, winner, winner. Jeannie. We will drop those pre-round bobbins in your box. Let me go ahead and run this guy. Last yard of this one. I've not done the tan peach yet. It's still like down here. It's right here. The pink floor toward the bottom. Yes. Thank you for grabbing that one. We'll do this peach one, and I think it's this one you're looking at, so I'll run it next. What's this one? They're calling it vintage pink again, but I swear it's peach. And this one, it looks like we have the same situation. There's just a yard left. So we'll run it if anyone wants to grab it. Okay, thank you. Okay, got that one. And then I think it was this one you were looking for. I don't like that it leaves stuff up there from the last time. Like I didn't pin it. So they're calling this Posy Orange. And I think it's because it's got the light pink with the Posy color, and then these other ones are orange. And I think this is the one you were looking for, so I'll run it so you can grab what you need. Oh, yeah, Julie. I think I've bought from you before, I think. Join her shows. Julie's a really fun seller, too. I can do half yards of this one. We'll go ahead and get those really quick. So follow her, bookmark her shows. Because finding any of these designers when they were Cotton and Steel, primo. And Cotton and Steel has the most amazing fabric, too. Always have. I've got two colorways of this. I have one called Golden Hour, which is the one you're looking at. And then there's also one that's pink. I'm going to try to get through these guys, and then I will have to get off of here. But this is running. It's by the yard. So if you need a yard of it, please grab it. I can also run half yards. Okay, yards are done. And here are half yards in case someone just needs a half. And then I'll run the pink one. And I'm sure they called it Posy. And then let's do the pink one. Let me get it out first. Oh, I hope this wasn't the one you were looking for with the butterflies earlier. I didn't even see the butterflies on there. And look at the great... Oh, this is a good one. Excuse me while I talk to myself about fabric. It ran 3/4 of a yard. If don't, I think someone grabbed it, but I meant to do a yard. The price was right at least. And I'll catch you 3/4 of a yard. But I'm going to go ahead and run it a yard like I should have. So yard is running. If anybody needs a yard. This is such a good fabric. Like, so good. I don't know if I can. I'll have to look and see if we have any left of the typewriters. Let me check. Yeah, no, wait, I can't see. It looks like all I have left of the typewriters are fat quarters. I'll go ahead and run the fat quarters if anybody wants them. And there's 2 fat quarters left. So if anybody wants them, grab them. If not, that is all I've got of this one. And I don't have enough of the peach typewriters to run either, unfortunately. But hopefully we will update our inventory. And if we ended up missing something, we can get those up next time. So sorry about that. I'm trying real hard not to oversell because it seems to happen sometimes, especially with the way they roll fabric now. If you guys have met your shipping maximum, the $9.21, I pay for anything over that. So if you want to go out in the bite now, see if there's anything out there you want to grab, shipping will be on me for anything over that, over the $9.21. So if there's just some things that you've wanted to grab that you see out there, just grab them. And that way you don't have to pay for any additional shipping to order it by itself. I'm going to run this one, the Blue Hearts. This one is, they call it Lapis. It is the hearts that goes with that line. And then I'll do half yards of this one too. It looks like there's at least 1 half yard that inventory will let me run. So that's running as a half yard if anyone just needs a half of the blue. And then I think we might have to shut it down. I said I was going to get off at 5 and it's pretty close to 5. So that might be it for the night. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you for joining me today. The purchases that you guys make are the reason that we can do what we do here at Community Quilters. I also own a quilt shop on, I shouldn't say on the side. So if you don't follow Fabric Fix, please follow them. Jessica and her dog Bruiser usually host my shows for me, and they usually do shows twice a week. So if you'd like to go hang out and get even better deals, and that money actually goes to the quilt shop. This money actually goes to our nonprofit organization. So either way, we appreciate your business. We love that people are out there still sewing. And I'm going to go ahead and let it pick for me, pick a raid. And the name is Fabric Fix is their whatnot name. If you do want to shop online through the store, you can shop at heartlandquiltsupplyco.com or heartlandquiltsupply.com. They actually have Fabric Fix set up this. They have like a VIP group. She sometimes will put a coupon code in there for the shows. So if you're ever like, oh my gosh, I wish I could save a little more, she does put coupon codes for her shows, not mine, not the Community Quilters one, but the Fabric Fix ones. So join the group. And oh, a trinketry. Do I have another trinketry? I think I do. I can run it. Do you need it? Layer cake? Yeah, I can grab it for you real quick. See if it'll let me do it when I tried to start a raid. Might not. I don't know. Yeah, I can run it. Ignore the name on it. It's running. Or it should be. Maybe. Is it? Is it? Is it? Just for you, Michelle. I get a little hectic at the end. So you can probably figure that out. Good. You got the last minute bargain, girlfriend. Let's go out and see. It looks like it grabbed It's Showtime. So that's the one we got. Thank you everyone for your purchases. We appreciate everything that you do. Stacy, I see you're out there trying to grab some fat quarters and stuff. So I'm going to stall for just a second in case there's something else you need. Don't forget to use your coupons, guys. Just don't forget to use them. It's very important that you use them because you don't use them and you lose them. And the whole reason we created them is so that you can use them. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and raid.